Test one, two, test one, two, test one, two. Hit it, Kaya.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this.
The hardest working AI. Hitting them notes. Oh. Oh.
Do it now. Lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. Right now. Lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. First you gotta put your neck into it. Don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue from the crack back to the front. Then you suck it all till I shake and come, nigga. Make sure I keep busting nuts, nigga. All over your face and stuff. Slow head, show me so much love. The best head comes from a thug. The dick good, thick, big and long. Slow thump until the crack of dawn. On the X making faces and stuff. Through the night making so much love. Dead sleep when the sun comes up. So lick it now. Lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Right now. Right now. Lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. You might roll dubs, you might have G's, but fuck that, nigga, get on your knees. A bitch like me moans and screams. Thug misses, know what I mean? At the club, so fresh, so clean. Hoes hating niggas watching me. So high in the line on green. With a unit on my face so mean. I gotta pick which nigga I need. To suck and fuck gon' satisfy me. You try me, I'll make you see. You bitches ain't got shit on me. So lick it now. Lick it good. Lick it good. Like it good. My neck. Lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My neck. My back. Lick my pussy and my crack. My neck. My back. Lick my pussy and my crack. Do it now. Lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Right now. Lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. Do it now. Lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Right now. Lick it good. Suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Live is when we get to let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The things that I've seen. Y'all can let me know. Let's get into some mess. Absolutely. I got it ready. I got it ready.
Health profiles. We find out moments of suffocation. It's just
We're gonna get to it because throughout the week I see a lot. I hear a
Oh,
lot.
Lordy Lord. Oh, Jesus.
That's what he said.
Oh, Lordy Lord. Oh,
Having the
Jesus.
suspicions that he wasn't working. He was just playing dress up for us. Some of the stuff is not memorable. Like when people attack me and shit like that in these streets, it's never
I
memorable.
know
A homosexual, whether male or female, when I see one.
drop a bomb on that.
Test one, two, test one, two. Good evening. I am Juanki and welcome to my world. It's a cornucopia of stuff on this, the 25th day of December, on this Don't Stop December vlog mass/mess. Yours truly has come to you in some sort of capacity, but always live for the last 25 days and counting. We have until the 31st to complete the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. I hope you had a wonderful, safe, fulfilled Christmas Day. It is 8:15 New York City time, Eastern Standard Time. I hope that you were able to chillax. If you didn't have to go to work, if you had people over, you were able to get them in and get them out with minimal effort and minimum cleanup afterwards. Or if you were just resting, Hulk and I were resting. Okay, Hulk and I were resting. We had to go pick up somebody from the airport this morning, and the person we picked up blessed us with home cooked meals from my mama. Thank you, mother. Now, here I was thinking I was going to have to get up, throw down in the kitchen and cook a nasty piece of meal. But I was pleasantly surprised to know that pernil came, arroz con gandules came, potato salad, the Spanish way, that's one with beets in it, making it pink, soft and pink, Naris 21. Pasteles came, empanadas that my mom and my dad did themselves, like the Dominican type of empanadas. This is not with wheat or with flour. This is with yuca. They sit there, they shred yuca, and then they boil the yuca and get the milk. They take the milk out of the yuca, and then after that they put it through a strainer and they strain it, and then the pulp, they take that pulp. It takes about 3 days to do this whole thing. They take that pulp and then they start forming it into some type of doughy situation, and then that's how they do the Dominican version of the empanada. Very healthy, very healthy. What else did she send? The pasteles, empanadas. I mean, it was a whole feast. Thank you, mama. Thank you. You saved me from having to get in that kitchen and make a nasty piece of meal, which I'm just pushing for tomorrow. So that, but we ate, and then we had the itis for like 6 hours. I was knocked out for like 6 hours. Then I got up and got ready, took my shower, got ready for my show, and here I am in the flesh to keep you company for a few minutes. This Christmas Day has been, I guess, you know what? I'm not going to say that it's been boring. I'm not going to say that it's been just like blah, no, it's been a moment of like relaxation and just take time to just like stop and self-care, spend time with Hulk. We've been binge watching Beyond the Gates, 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way, just spending time with each other and just enjoying ourselves, nothing in the agenda, and I absolutely love it. The days of me being out and about, jet setting, tracing up and down, going to things, like those days are over, behind me, and I absolutely love it. Now, there's nothing I love the most than being at home, okay? Being at home, relaxing, laying down. Maybe it's that I'm getting old. Well, we are all aging and getting old, but maybe I'm feeling it in my bones now. Excuse me. This is just a regular hot tea with some lemon and some honey. But it's been good. Very often, December 24th, 25th, December 31st, and January 1st used to be very sentimental days for me. Even if I was surrounded by all my family, I don't know what it was about that. But for the last 2 years, I've been with Hulk on those days, and they have not felt sad at all. And I haven't had like a packed agenda. We have developed this thing now that for New Year's, I like to spend my New Year's Eve at home. After, doing so much in the city, I've done it all I've never went to wait for the ball drop at Times Square, but I went to Escuelita, which, like I said, is in the same neighborhood. And waited for the ball in the basement at Escuelita. They used to stream it. All the bars and clubs are gonna have TVs streaming it live from there. By the way, we are also gonna be streaming it live from here, my channel, I said it. Watch a whole bunch of people, and I'll be streaming it too. But I have the situation set up, so we'll be doing that here on my channel. Make sure that you come through. We will be broadcasting. I think we're gonna start like around maybe 8:45, 9 p.m. and carry us all the way into 12:15. Right, we went for 12 o'clock, right? Now, is that what it is? Listen, I'm so out of it. I haven't done something like that. 12:15. So we'll be probably live until like 12:15, and then we'll go ahead and do my thing. I like to, maybe it's a testament to growing older. In the past, like I said, by now I already knew what I was doing. By now, like at the end of November, we will already have purchased whatever tickets we needed, because all these events in New York City are ticketed events. Like, you have to pay a fee. I think the ball drop is free, but people start lining up for that. First of all, I just never liked the setup of it. The setup of it is Times Square, right, the big avenue, and then they cage you in. So you have to get in, and then they put a barricade, and you're in there. You cannot be coming in and out of the barricade. It's so horrible that adults go in there with adult diapers. Drop a bomb on that. Because they'll start lining up as early as 6 a.m. 6 a.m. That's more than 12 hours before the ball drops. I prefer to watch the shit from the comfort of my home, warm and fussy. 6 a.m. lining up to go like cattle, be put in these little square situations like that, because they gotta control the crowd. And speaking of which, I just got a flashback of one of the most notorious New Year's Eves that I've had in a long time. I will be telling this story just like I was telling stories last night. I will be telling this story on Wednesday the 31st as part of my broadcast. I just got a flashback, and I was like, oh my God, just a wildflower, a wild child, a mess, a mess. Wait until I tell that story. But I digress. The days of me wanting to be somewhere, first of all, they charge you anywhere between $250 to like easily $600 just to get in. And then if you want to be like in your little section and have bottle service, that easily goes to $1,200, $1,500. So you just be in your little reserve. And I've done all sorts of situations in the city. I think I've anything that was of interest to me, I've already done. So the last few years, it's just been Hulk and myself in the penthouse. We do the countdown. I think I've come live, and then we get off, and then I do the thing. We do the countdown. I like to bring in the year praying in prayer and centering. And I find that the years that I've done that, it's been smooth sailing the rest of the year. I don't know what it is. I think it's very important. And this is something that I believed back in the day. It's very important to choose wisely who you decide to bring the new year with. Now I'm going to get a little esoteric on you and stuff like that. But if you bring in the new year with a whole bunch of people that just have negative energy, are all high, drugged up, I'll give the drinking. The drinking is fine because it's a drinking, New Year's Eve, whatever. But like hardcore drugs and like pills or just negativity all around. Who wants to bring in the new year? It should be like a clean slate, a brand new page in a new book for 2026, right? So back in the day when I was a bachelor, one of New York City's most eligible and fine bachelors, it was always okay, what are we doing? Who's gonna be there? Who's gonna be with us? What are we doing? And we would be like, the crew will be already giving us ideas in the WhatsApp. We had a group chat, and then they will be putting the flyers of what's happening here. And I know the bouncer at this door. I'm gonna know the DJ here. I'm gonna know the bartender here. My friend is bartending over there. Oh, he's doing the catering over here. So it was always, and it was always an experience to have, getting getting yourself together. What's the outfits? And then we will all go to dinner somewhere. Oh my God, the dinner at the story that I'm going to tell. The whole thing was just starting out wrong. The whole thing was starting, and he ends up with a physical altercation. Drop a bomb on that. A physical fight. People getting carried into yellow cabs. Because this is before Ubers and shit. Like, again, people being put in yellow cabs was the fastest thing you could get. You know. I do not miss that time. I do not miss that time. Baby, Incredible Hulk, I know you're here. I know you are in the skybox. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for rescuing me. Thank you for taking me off the streets. No, I was never in the streets like that, but thank you, baby. Thank you for the peace that you bring to me. Okay? The peace, the zen, the fact that, you know, he's all cool, Naris. We're just chilling here at home, watching the ball drop, you know, supporting me from the screen, doing the whole thing. It's just, I just love it. Thank you, baby. Thank you. This Christmas Eve, this Christmas Day, Christmas season, I ain't buy no goddamn present to nobody. Drop a bomb on that. Ain't nobody got nothing. Okay? Nobody got a gosh darn thing. Well, the reason is, and the reason what I'm giving Naris 21, everybody, is because we're celebrating Three Kings Day up in here. Okay? That's what we're doing. We're celebrating Three Kings. So I still got some more periodical of time to go ahead and purchase the gifts. We have the nieces and the nephews. Oh my God, the nephew. Let me tell you, Naris 21. I don't even think I can tell this story. But the nephew, that's a story. I'm going to save that for some other time. I am going to save that for some other time. We're trying to get these kids to tell us, well, what do you want? The Three Kings are going to come. What do you want? And the selection of things that they want, Naris 21, I'm like, what the heck? I'm going to, I don't know. I do want to get, I'm going to get from my niece, because I believe representation is very important. I'm going to make sure that I get her a brown girl doll. You know, fuck them Barbies, okay? Fuck them Barbies, them Cabbage Patch. Do they even still make Cabbage Patch? Naris 21, I wanted myself a Cabbage Patch so bad when I was a child. Drop a bomb on that. In Puerto Rico. I so wanted one so bad, and they gave it to my little sister. Well, she was little, you know, younger than me, and they would give her them Cabbage Packs. They look so cute, Naris 21, on the TV, and they came with a birth certificate and everything. And I was like, oh my God! And they would like you could collect them and stuff like that. I wanted a Cabbage Pack so bad, so bad. Speaking of gifts, what was your most memorable gift? Do you know what was your most memorable gift? Yes, I believe. The most memorable gift that I got, like, well, I'm not going to say memorable, but that when I think of growing up and me waiting for Santa, when I really believed in Santa or the Three Kings, my grandmother got me Rambo's machine gun. Okay. And it was in a box, and it had like a big old red, like missile thing tip, and when you will hit, the missile will light up and make the noise. So she got me that. That's one memory that I have. And I remember we went to bed, and I woke up and I'm like, is he here yet? And she's like, let me go see, stay in the room. And she's like, no, he's not here yet. And I go back to bed again. And I'm like, is he here? Because I used to sleep with my grandmother in the same bed. Is he here yet? And then she was like, okay, let me go check. And she had like another nightie, so she had to button the nightie. And then she went to the living room. And then she came out. She's like, oh, yes, he came. And I love me my Rambo machine gun. So that's one memory. Another memory is when I first got my very first gray, and it was like, violet, you're turning violet. Or wine color Game Boy. Drop a bomb on that. Y'all remember the Game Boy? That came with a free game. Tetris was the only game that it came with, the black and white Game Boy. Ooh, I had arrived at my school, my Catholic school. I was one of, and then the teachers were like, you cannot bring the Game Boys, because everybody had one. You cannot bring but it took me a while to get the Game Boy. The Game Boy took me at least 3 years after it came out. It took like 3 years after it came out, and I'm pretty sure my mom put it on her Sears card because, things were rough back then. But yeah, so I got the Game Boy. And then I remember, fast forward a few more years later, I remember getting the first set of rollerblades in the neighborhood. I was the kid with the first set of rollerblades. Ain't nobody has seen nothing like that. And it's because I had a family member who sent it from over here to Puerto Rico for my mom so she can gift it to me. And I got in them things, and everybody in the neighborhood, all the kids were like, what is that? What are those? They didn't know what that was. And then I had the girls line up in the middle of the street. I will be able to jump up to 3 or 4 girls. So I line up, and they will lay on the floor, and I will come from the end of the street like that, and then just jump over 4 girls. Yes, and then they put a box, and then the back of the thing got caught in the end of the box, and I ate the motherfucking pavement. Oh, it was blood all over here. My knees were all scraped, and so then they gave me a helmet and some knee pads and some elbow pads, and then you had the hands. It was like a whole RoboCop situation, everything. But yeah, those were my memories. Thank you, parents. Yeah, I really tried, and yeah, I really did it. So thank you. And then, over the years, you get with partners, you become successful, you become self-sufficient, and it's like you're like with Hulk, for example. I am such joy with him and love on the whole night. He gifted me a goddamn Lexus last year. Okay. A Lexus last year. So it's like what do you get people that you feel have everything? You know what I'm saying? Like Hulk, I feel, has everything. We together, we fulfill each other in the things that we may need, we're there for each other emotionally and physically, and we love each other. So it's like it's hard. It's a challenge to try to figure out something materialistic that your partner, and when they have everything. Like, I feel like I have everything I need. I really do feel like I have everything I need. And if down the line the need arises for something, I have the access, thank God, and I'm blessed for it, to be able to obtain it. So it's really difficult to be able to figure out what each other needs, because I guess it's something that we do throughout the year. So yeah, so we just been chilling, a good meal, spending time together, loving on each other, watching shows, laughing. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Oh, no, just you wait, Jay Wilson. Just you wait, Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson got P-bombed. Nearest 21. I don't know the status of his. I don't know his status. One can only assume it's not healthy. I mean, the channel. And so the status of the channel may not be very good looking at this point, given that he was P-bombed. Apparently, this is what I heard. Apparently, Miss Views of You, I know you're going to catch the replay. He was in his car, in his stinking Lincoln, Ubering bitches around during the holidays. And he thought Dory, the AKA fake lawyer from the YouTube streets, was coming up. So he allowed her to come up without any type of screening. And he got bamboozled and hoodwinked. Girl, yes. Nary said girl. He got bamboozled. And apparently it was rectum up there. It was penile. It was swinging from left to right. It was cervix. It was lubrication. I'm wondering if it's like, oh, Lordy Lord, oh, Jesus. Did he say, oh, Lordy Lord, oh, Jesus this time around? Because he sure enough said that when the grinder went off 15 different times. So he was driving and he couldn't, stop the apparatus. So he probably can't go live. He probably got a strike, got stricken or something. He's probably on a timeout for right now. And then that got me thinking, over the last periodical of videos, people have been so sad about how Rico the Anti-Barber, the radioactive can collector,
Don't forget your cans.
from the affluent, the Barber family, okay? How, he's been used and abused and produced and, jacked in and, discarded like a prophylactic, use, all of that by other content creators. And Puerto Rico, they use him for everything. No, he let himself be used and abused. That's what he likes. And so that got me thinking. I'm like, why don't y'all talk about the fact that he went on a whole campaign for several months/years of P-bombing people's live streams? So Naris21, you're not a content creator. Are you a content creator? Maybe you're on the Blue Page OF. I certainly know you're not a content creator here on the YouTube streets, Naris. What happens is when you get P-bombed, the peen is swinging from left to right, and you see cervix for a quarter, rectum, ovaries, the uterus. When you see all of that live, even though there's a delay and all that, your channel gets taken down. It gone. You are out of it. You are out of it. Like New York told them bitches upstairs. You upstairs. Just slap me. New York was begging. I don't know. Let's see what 2026 brings. Drop a bomb on that. Are you going to show cervix for a quarter? Naris21, are you going to make it blink? Are you going to bend down for FaceTime and make it blink? Are you going to blink with it? These children, these kids, these boys, because you can't even call them men. No, honey. He said no, honey. Okay. No blinkety blink, blink, blink. Okay. All right. These OnlyFans people are learning the hard way that whatever they thought, whatever Jezebel spirit got into them during the pandemic and, coming out of the pandemic, it's catching up to them. I cannot tell you how many stories, Naris21, I'm seeing of former OF content creators, the boys that used to just sit up there and show their peen and play with themselves for a subscription for $5.99 a month. $5.99 a month. You can see the inner linings of my situation. And then when they see that, and they're so straight. And of course, they have a big old gay following because that's just how it is. And then eventually they see that, sooner or later, that single scene is going to have to, sooner or later, it's just you and your hand. Sooner or later, then somebody else's hand. Sooner or later, next thing you know, you're biting the pillow, you're sniffing on poppers, you got it tooted up, and they're running a train on you. Drop a bomb on that. When they get used to that easy money, I said, well, my pictures are already out there. I might as well just, let them see the whole concave cave of it all. Let me open up and show them the inner linings of my rib cage. Child. And so they're coming out of everywhere now, retiring. I'm retiring. I want to move my brand to a new level. Baby, they will always be able to pull your pictures up in the nude, exploding all over the situation, as if this was normal. I'm sorry, it's not normal. I don't care how I sound. I don't care how, it's your body, you're free, no. For 2026, I'm going to need all these whores, because that's why all these whores who want to masquerade it as, the women want to be feminists, the men want to be career driven, and I'm a brand, and I'm going to be a multi-million-dollar, but do you have dignity? Do you have dignity? And more I'm realizing, and I think they're realizing too, that they cannot nail down a partner, like a real partner, like a loving partner they can grow old with, and hopefully they're going to be taken care of in the sense of like when, you break down and you can no longer do for yourself. You're going to need a diaper change. You're going to have somebody to help you change that diaper. And no, not no CNN. We've seen what kind of CNNs trace up and down here. All right, how many? Anybody could be a CNA apparently, because we've seen the ones that have been here on these streets, how they carry themselves. I would never let, well, first of all, knock on wood. We don't do the whole putting people in facilities. We don't. My family, In Hawks' family, we just don't do that. Facilities or having other people come and take care of. If we can do it, we're gonna be doing it, right? When the parents break down, we're gonna be handling the parents. So when the parents become the children, we're gonna be there, right? That's how it is. So, but the fact that then you have to you have to go into these type of situations because you don't have somebody, it's just because of what you've done, or then you have to settle. Only fan people will be with all that. We can only find comfort in another only fan person because they know what they know the lifestyle. But is that healthy? Is that healthy? It's insane to me. It's absolutely insane. And unfortunately, these people they fucked around and they're finding out now. Okay? They really are. Don't get me wrong. It's not about, we're judging them. It's the poor choices that they made. And there should be more conversation about that. They thought because they saw some quote unquote successful stories, we don't even know how that success was dictated. I think Narrative 21 that the OnlyFans company, which is not based out of America, that's a group based internationally, right? So they don't have to go by certain laws and regulations. I think that a lot of the success that we saw in some of those OnlyFans people was them marketing it that way for the hopes of getting more people to create content for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like they pushed out these stories of people who were making millions, or celebrities that were making millions and millions of dollars a year in these OnlyFans platforms, making it seem and think like, it's just so easy, and women could be feminists and take care of your career. It's better to do this than be in the corner walking the track, or perhaps walking down a highway with a dirty D, and then a YouTube subscriber comes and scoops you up, and then literally scoops you up from down there and performs the art of the fellatio in a 3-day old dirty D. Drop a bomb on that. It sounds like a story, but no, it's actually facts of things that has happened here in this environment we call the YouTube streets. Okay? So I think it was just them marketing it like that. Now you got all these women. I feel sorry for the girls, to be quite honest. The guys are trash. Guys will always be trash. It is what it is. But the girls' reputation takes the bigger hit. The girls is the one that are going to go drop off their kid at kindergarten, first grade, fifth grade, and then the other mothers are gonna be talking. That's the one that they're not gonna want to have their kids around them, because what kind of morals do you have? And I've seen people talk about, we have, just because this is just work, this is no, bitch. Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn that you want to say this is just a job. You could be the most religious person. At the end of the day, you laying up in there, letting people run up in you for cash, and then you're putting it up on video worldwide for everybody and anything. Like pedophiles are watching it, imagining other things, people in jail, like all sorts of things. Even though you're not the one, and you actually are performing the act with partners, but then the image is there and you're selling that image, and people are using your spirit, your visual, your energy that you have put into this film, video, photo, and they're doing as there were all sorts of people, and now your image, their imagination is running wild with your energy. I think that's absolutely horrifying. Drop a bomb on that. Absolutely horrific. And you want me to believe that you have good judgment? If you don't get the fuck out of my face and take your membership somewhere else, really? I should let my child, my niece, my family member hang out with your little dirty child. I said dirty child because what is going on in that home? I don't care if you have a different studio. I don't care if the room is locked and they don't know what goes on behind that closed door. That energy is still around that child. And then my child or my bloodline is going to be around that child. Drop a bomb on that. No. And now they're facing the fact that realizing OnlyFans wasn't as lucrative as I thought. I'm out here showing the lining and the insides of my fucking gallbladder. That's how deep I took the camera and to show ya. Because I started with the camera out here. And eventually, as the subscribers are asking for more, we want more. Now you're inside showing the gallbladder, the esophagus, like, how much more do you want? I've seen OF people go, like I said, on social media, go from just like risque photos to now they're just doing the unmentionables. Yeah, and weren't they supposed to be straight? Oh, now they're doing a collaboration with six at once? Oh my God, drop a bomb on that. And we can watch it for $5.99. Homeboy was straight. Naris 21. Homeboy was straight. Fast forward a few months down the line, he was straight, just doing the mechanical situation with himself. Solo content creator. Fast forward a few months or a year down the line, it's 6 of them lined up. He laying down with 6 of them lined up ready. It's an addiction. And and they're like, oh, well, at least they're not on the track. At least they're not on the street. You might as well be. Your pimp is called OnlyFans. The CEO is your biggest pimp. Oh yes, honey. I what? Do tell. Naris 21. You what? Do tell. I know you ain't got no blue page, Naris 21. Let me take that wrench away from you right now. Absolutely not. I don't keep that kind around me. Don't keep it around me in the real life. Don't keep it around me in the virtual life. Naris 21 says no. Well, thank you, Naris 21. Thank you, honey. The only way somebody will see me tastefully naked. It's like they saw Heather Headley on Broadway. Oh, you didn't know Heather Headley had a risque scene when she was in The Color Purple? I'm not against, because I know what it is. On Broadway, you will never see dingling hanging from side to side. You're not gonna see full out nipples of the breasts and the whole nine, but it's tastefully done. So when Heather Headley did The Color Purple, there's a scene where, and also in Hair, the musical, when Suge Avery comes to town and they put her in the tub because she's drunk as hell. They put her in the tub and she's like, you wash me there. And she's like washing her and whatever. And they dim the lights. It's like a tub. They have it in that baseball play. They do have it in the baseball play. They do. You're absolutely right. They do have it in the baseball play. That image was not supposed to be leaked. But if you notice, they do a shower. So it's never just like full frontal, like blam, you see it. It's always, they do lighting and stuff to try to hide some other stuff. And when the times where you see it, it's like a quick and then blackout. It's not, you're not going to have somebody completely new parading a whole scene around. When Suge Avery was coming out of the tub, and she's like, Suge Avery, right? She comes out of the tub. And they dim the lights a little bit, and she is from the back, and she's wearing just a clear thong. So she's really she has a thong on, but the back part of it and the side straps are clear. So she's pretty much showing us her crack, but it's so tastefully done, and she just gets up from the shower, and then they put a robe on her and she comes out of the tub. You don't see the front. You don't see the patch. You don't see the titties. Speaking of patch, ladies and gentlemen, Sour Patch. I seen her, the Mexican woman who was showing her hoo-ha to Bowel Movement TV. Oh, she was on a panel last night. This woman, Sour Patch, her name is Sour Patch Kid. She got caught she's a married woman. And she got caught sending her hoo-ha and her breasts around to some male content creators, including one that is mentally disabled. Drop a bomb on that. So I heard her speaking yesterday on a panel, and they were giving her the Inquisition. They were interrogating her ass. And let me just say that I tend to view people in a positive light always first, and then I realize that they're absolute trash. Sour Patch Kid, she is nasty. She is just she was glorifying showing her hoo-ha around as a married Mexican woman, because that's a Mexican woman right there, I could tell. And she was talking about sending it to other women. Drop a bomb on the panel. I'm like, so all this time you've been garbage, not garbage, garbage with an O. You've been garbage all this time. You knew you were sending this to a mentally disabled man. Bowel Movement TV is mentally disabled. He's slow. He rides a short bus and gets a check. And so she was sending him, aside from the fact that he is younger than her, and mentally, like in years, but also in mind, he is a kid. He's a kid. He's a kid. And the sick Mexican bitches out here sending her hoo-ha and tatas to this Bowel Movement TV. Absolutely gross and disgusting. I don't even, it's just nasty. And I don't care who sees this. You could chop it up, send it up. It's just gross. And then for you to get on a panel and glorify it, girl, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, go make me a motherfucking taco, sour cream on it, please. Thank you. I'll take the guacamole. No, I don't care that it's $3.99 extra. Drop a bomb on that. Ooh. This was supposed to be a nice, chill live. I'm just jaw-jacking. on this 25th day. I can't believe I stayed committed for 25 days for straight. Do you believe this? Naris 21, I've committed to 25s. I've been doing this 25 times already. You've seen me, have heard it me 25 times. I am proud of myself. I see the finish line. December 31st. Okay, December 31st. Let's see. So these OnlyFans creators are finding out the hard way that, yes, it is following you. I have yet to find somebody, and I'm sure they're out there, but the videos that I've seen, maybe it's the algorithm. I have yet to find somebody say that they left OnlyFans and made an easy, clean transition to a new environment, new world. They're dating without a problem. Nobody has a problem. It's not shameful. They don't have to stop and say there's something I need to tell you. The partner says, oh, it's I'm fine with it. And then they realize, oh, the library is really intense. I don't think I can deal with this and handle this. It's crazy how this outside of the United States company sold this idea to these people. It literally is virtual prostitution. Drop a bomb on that. It's virtual prostitution. You're not walking the track, you're doing it from home, but you still got a pimp. His name is the CEO of the company. They still taking a huge ass cut. They still deciding, depending on what you do and how much traction you're getting. And remember, in order for you to get traction, you got to be out there and outrageous. Did you know, Naris 21, that there was a content creator in OnlyFans that was attempting to break a record of sleeping with the most man in like a 12-hour period? I think her record was 200 or something, like 200 and something men. And the bitch broke that record. And then another one came right behind her and did 1,100 men in 24 hours. Drop a bomb on that. Absolutely disgusting. How the F? Why? How? Who the hell? Lady, 1,100 penises in you in a 24-hour period of time? And you ready for this? No condoms were used. Drop a bomb on that. I'm gonna save this for a deeper conversation later on because it is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We do not need to be talking about this. I don't even know how we ended up in these streets doing this. Sorry, I cannot. I'm gonna return to Ricolaaaa Barber, the radioactive can collector who engaged in a campaign of going around p-bombing people and making them lose their channel. Nobody wants to remember that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Why? The mess lady, mess is less of a mess. What's her name? Messy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She needs to go deeper into that. Drop a bomb on that. That's what she needs to go deep into. That's what the story really is. How he has affected infected and affected people with his hate and his actions. Excuse me. While we are discussing Ricolaaaa Barber, the barber, okay, we are going to touch bases, just a little touch, on Raymond Davis. Raymond Davis has been in his emotions and in his feelings. I don't know why. He's talking about when I see you. Well, Raymond Davis, if you want, do you want to meet up in that corner right across the street from the Citibank building? Where you took your photo in that hideous, ridiculous suit. Are you measuring your suit for when you get casket ready? Is you trying to get casket ready? Because I understand that in the, when they put you in a casket, they only see the half of you and stuff like that. But that suit does not fit you. Across the street from the Citibank building, is that where you want to meet? You want me to hang out in that corner right there? Because I know the home is by there. I know the home is right by there. Maybe I should take people on a tour. I'll take people on a tour. I stream it live, and then you can come downstairs. Because you say you have something for me. I want to see what that is, Raymond Davis. I want to see what that is. You're so mad and so bothered. I need you to point out the lie. Drop a bomb on that, Raymond Davis. I need you to point out the lie. You did tell Ricolaaaa Barber to come over here for the purposes of you using his rectum. Let's just call a thing a thing. You did bring him across state lines for the purposes of prostitution. You did get him off Craigslist, right? I need you to point out the lie. You did an interview when the shit hit the fan where you told everybody that you told him it was, Rico, I think it's time for you to make your way down here. You thought it was, oh, wow. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm getting a, oh, give me a second. They broke into my church Monday and stole 3 collections and stole my money. What? Wow. That is insane. I just got a text message from somebody, from a family member saying that I guess they went to church, and Vixa, hi, long time no see, Merry Christmas. And it says they broke into my church Monday and stole 3 collections. They stole my money. Wow. Ooh. Church, ladies and gentlemen, on the week of Christmas. This is crazy. This is crazy. Even if you're not of the religion and stuff like that, is have some type of fucking, a ceasefire. Like, at least, wow, that's crazy. They broke through the roof. This is horrible. Oh my God. That's when if you steal from the church, like, I don't care, like, that's God, that threw me the hell off. That threw me the hell off. I need something to get back into get back into my mode. Hold on.
Why did you do that to me, Stanley? Why? Why did you hurt me, Stan? Yeah, I'm calling motherfuckers out.
Because you can't take a roast and you can't take a gag.
He's fighting back. What do I do? What do I do? He's fighting back.
See, when I need to get back in my mode, I just play a little bit of Blue Wolf Phoenix Rising.
Leave me the fuck alone.
And Honest Row was giving us manly right there. It was psychotic mixed with a little bit of man, and it was coming from the inside. Okay, it was coming from the inside.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay,
Leave me the fuck alone.
are you sure?
Leave me the fuck alone.
Fine. All right, one more. Let's see.
That's the kind of man that the Roach is. And I found out that those pills that he has, he likes to drug men.
Oh, Blue Wolf, you telling the tea on Honest Row.
That's what you wanted to do, bitch. That's what you wanted. Just like with Juanki Pro, you wanted to rape him. You wanted to go to the DR and murder the Incredible Hulk, and then you were going to knock Juanki Pro out with a heavy object so that you can take his cheeks. That's what you wanted to do, bitch. That's what you wanted.
You was gonna take my cheeks? Like that? What was he gonna grab my cheeks and just... What was he gonna do with my cheeks? What was he gonna do with my cheeks? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I am back. That was my warm-up. Okay? Thank you. My theater professors from Brooklyn College will be very, very proud of me. My MFA worked for something. Thank you very much. To be able to pull myself back into the scene. As I was saying. So, Rico Deontay Barber, the Barber, went on this whole thing. Raymond Davis. We could do this. When I see you in the street, sir, you could barely. You are a senior citizen. You could barely. The F do I look like putting hands on you? With that Ricolaaaa, yes. With the F do I look like putting hands on you? But if you're gonna go down, right there across the street from the Citibank building in your neighborhood. You know, I can freaking Muay Thai you and kickbox you, and then you could just drag yourself back into your building right across the street, right around the corner. All right? What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong? This is the thing, Vixa. I don't know why these people get so mad when I'm just like, you gave me the material. I'm not lying. I don't make up lies on people. I don't. Why? For what? I don't need to. All you gotta do is sit there and watch them long enough, and you could just cherry pick how to come at them. You know, you drug Rico Deontay Barber here after several prostitution encounters with him. You thought that having him closer was going to give you further and closer access. You realize that it's not just that he's, you know, what he is and what he got, but he's just really not a good person. It's not something you can mold. And so you decided to drain him of his, you know, semen one last time and then kicked him out. And Rico Deontay Barber understands that. Understand, Rico Deontay Barber. Now I'm talking to you, Ricolaaaa. I'm talking to you. Raymond Davis had the opportunity to change your life. He did, Rico. He did. Had he been more honest with you, more forthcoming, had he really cared for you, not just in the sexual manner, but really care for your future and your development, girl, you could have had it all in these streets. I want you to understand that a lot of the hardships that you went through when you first arrived here as a young, fresh, brand new, salty smelling migrant with a flat screen TV in a black glaze garbage bag in the Chinese bus, lost, dazed and confused, tired through and certainly delayed, he could have supported you. He could have taken you in Perhaps he could have cleaned you up, and brought you into his life. Not as somebody that he sees between the hours of 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the dark and in the shadows, but as somebody who was going to help you get to that internship. Vixa says she remembers the garbage bags. Well, let them tell it, Vixa. I'm lying. I'm the liar. See, I make shit up. I sit here in this house because I left the penthouse, Vixa. We bought a second property. It's a new house. In this house, in the studio, with the lights, with Blanta Claus. I sit here giving you production, making shit up if you let them tell it. I'm not. You remember the garbage bags. But there's people in there that are going to say, oh no, he didn't have no garbage bags. Yeah, he had garbage bags. And Raymond Davis got him here, sucked him off for a few weekends, performed the fellatio from the back live on YouTube. Vixa, I don't know that you remember that, but Raymond Davis bent down and ate it all up. We remember the stained drawers too. They drop a bomb on that. Ooh, Vixa, be careful because he gonna drag you. He gonna drag you. He be lurking. He here right now. He looking at you, typing and everything. He gonna try to attack you in these streets. Be careful, girl. Be careful. So he performed the art of the fellatio from the back, live for YouTube. All of that. And once Raymond Davis got enough, he got up, wiped his mouth of all the gray matter that was transferring that husk of his, got up like this, said, bitch, did you finish my cooking? Because he was... Rico Deontay Barber was in there trying to sell himself. Oh, I'm a cook. Oh, I can. He was in there with an apron and everything on, cooking and trying to wash his hands and trying to be as clean as possible. Raymond Davis said, I sucked the life out of you. I performed the art of the fellatio from the back. He said, I have your gray matter ingrained in my mouth now. Get the fuck out of my home. That's what that man told him. Don't you come here again. And Rico was like, wait, you throwing me out? Get the fuck out. That's what he said. That's what Raymond Davis said. Raymond Davis. Rico, I sucked the life out of you already. Okay? I thought you was going to be better. Get the fuck out of my house, Rico. Take your shit. Take your garbage bags. Take your dirty drawers. Take your roaches and your weed. Get the fuck out. And so, Rico, he could have changed you. He could at least have given you time, space, and opportunity. I'm not saying y'all should have married. No. People like you would never and could never and should never. Let me say it again in case y'all didn't hear it. People like you should never and could never and will never. Give you a variation there. And so, he was a big obstacle for you to attain that internship with Angela Yee that you wanted so bad. You wanted so... At 30-something years old, Vixa... Do we understand that internships, certainly the internships that are done on the radio, are for college students that are on some sort of radio broadcasting or telecommunications type of career field degrees? They're usually on the higher levels already, about to graduate. And the purpose of that is so that they have on-the-job experience for the stuff that they've been learning in the school system. And usually there's a partnership within the college and the radio stations. I know all of this because Wendy Williams used to have like 6 interns every semester. And she had a whole process at WBLS, KISS FM. And so that's how I learned what what I'm telling you right now. And then she will have people call, and she will be like interviewing over the phone. And she's like, you're 30, you're 40. No, this is for somebody in their college years, 19 to like 25 max. But at 30 something years old, with credits of just being a dishwasher. We ain't even talking about he was the cleaning man at another radio station or a TV station or something with the word station on it. Drop a bomb on that. No. We've seen the barber worked as a dishwasher. And then there was a stray boy. Oh, I'm going real back, Vixa. I don't know if you know this. This is back when he was in the DMV area. He was dishwashing, and he used to come live from the dishwashing situation. And it was a boy there that was straight, and he pretty much started sexually harassing the boy. Drop a bomb on that. Sexually harassing the boy. Aside from the fact that he was going to work high, he was smoking weed during the breaks and going back in because, dishwashing is such a challenging and such a, you just have to be in a right state of mind, Vixa. Day after day after day of washing dishes is just so exhausting and takes such a toll in your personal life that vices such as alcohol and weed is what yields from having those type of careers. Professions, right? So you were stressed out. So stressed out at work. No, you were stressed out because you had a sexual harassment issue. You had a sexual harassment issue with another employee. Drop a bomb on that. And then you were so dumb, so nasty, and so rude that you let set people at work know that you had a channel because you was a broadcaster. And then you will get on here after your shift to fantasize about the straight boy at work. For these videos to be found by the people at work. Just dumb. So hasn't had a career is so dumb that knows he has an alcohol issue, Vixa, comes to New York City, it does not happen to him or for him with Raymond Davis, meanders around. He needs to Google that word. He won't know what meandering means. Meanders around, begins prostituting again, eventually lands on social services, gets involved with situations in the clinic and all that. But eventually, the welfare people say, okay, you've been here how long now? Okay, yeah, the things are changing now. You are going to need to put in some time. You're going to need to work. And knowing Vixa that he is an alcoholic, drop a bomb on that. He takes a shift. He takes a job. He applies for a job and manages to fool the people into giving him said job. You want to know where? At the liquor store. Drop a fucking bomb on that. You have an alcohol problem. And you go and apply for a job at the liquor store. At 30-something years old, judgment, thought process, fried. From the drugs, from the alcohol, from the endless nights of streaming and not given the brain proper rest. From the many nights of, traveling for the purposes of sex and prostitution. Yes, Vixa. And then he attacks a dog. Because he gets a dog. He attacks a dog live on TV. And one of his homegirls, who he's now fighting with, goes back and forth and they take the dog away. He gets arrested because they send the NYPD to his home. And instead of, just being calm, cool, collected like a cucumber, he starts talking about how he gonna fight this, fight that, do this, do that. They take him down to the tombs. That's the Queen's jail under the court system. And he loses the job. Drop a bomb on that. Loses the job. Sorry, it's just when I descend into this type of environment and I adjust my speech, it just, we're in here. we're in here, Vixa. And they're getting ready to say that I'm lying. They're getting ready to say, it's not through, it's not through. I just sat here, I made the whole thing up. This is gonna get ready to say, Vixa. So that's the tea. That's the tea. He could have really given you a leg up. I said a leg, not a hand. Get it? You're dragging yourself on the floor, leg up. Not a hand up, but a leg up. And he chose not to. It must be that the last time, you know, he messed around with you, it just wasn't good enough. Drop a bomb on that. It wasn't memorable. Nope. It was not good. It was not very good looking. It was not tasteful. It was not good. Let me tell you something. After I had my third date with Incredible Hulk, let me say this for the ones in the back that cannot hear me. After I had my third date with Incredible Hulk, and I did all sorts of creative arts. I performed all sorts of artwork and everything. Within 30 days, that man was living with me. Drop a bomb on that. Thank you. Secured the man. Secured the man. Developed the future. Created the future. Every 30 days. And that's because we were trying to sort things out and get everything ready. 30 days. With the ring and everything. Well, the ring didn't come 30 days later, but, then came the ring, and then they came the houses. Yes, I said houses. They came the houses, the vacations. You got to know how to secure it. Deontay Barber, the Barbers. You got to know how to lock it down. You see, that 9.5 for Lassett that you sit on, tucked in, like you do, it's just not good enough. I told you, it comes with issues. 9.5 might have been impressive from wherever bumblefuck place you were in the DMV, but in New York City, that's not impressive at all. Certainly, if the 9.5 comes uneducated, with diseases, visits to the clinic every 3 months, it's a prostitution record, all sorts of alphabet letters attached to it. It's just not good. It's just not good, girl. Anyway, I hope you guys had a fabulous holiday. I was here to entertain you. Another hour and 10 minutes for the record, for the books. Vixa, I've been coming through every single day because in December we do Don't Stop December. So I'm here not stopping. Okay. And on the 31st, Vixa, we are going to have a Juanki World's New Year's Eve extravaganza. Make sure you don your eleganza to be here with me. I have a few surprises. And it should be a good time, certainly for folks that are not going out to party and stuff like that, like me. I was just saying, Vixa, earlier in the broadcast that I like being here. I don't know. I'm getting into my time. I'm going to put the towels this weekend, but I am aiming for 9 p.m. We're going to be I'm going to be streaming from 9 all the way through the ball draft. I'm probably going to bake in there some break time, a good 45 minutes or something, just to change the setup and do a couple of things. But definitely, so probably between 9 and 10, and then a little break, and then 11 to 12:15, and watch the ball drop and all that. So you're more than welcome to come. I'm gonna put the tiles and all that this weekend. Everybody that's been here, thank you for coming through. If you come for the replay, please hit the like button. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow. because we are not stopping for December. Thank you for being being here, Vix. Miss Viewers of You, catching the replay tomorrow, because I'm sure she's in Sheepland right now. Naris21, Incredible Hulk, and everybody else who catches the replay. I love you for watching, and thank you for listening. See you guys tomorrow night. Ho, 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 that ho. Bye.